What type of ladder are we expected to use in the construction site?
Following the recent increase in the rate of building collapse in Lagos State, the Lagos State Safety Commission, in conjunction with Oloko Adenle and Sowemimo Association of Real Estate Developers, organized a 2-day training for construction site safety, health, and hygiene for stakeholders in the industry.
Scaffold. Who checks the scaffold before you use it? How many people are on top of the scaffold? Do the scaffold have guardrails?
Declaring the workshop open, the Director General of the Commission, Mr. Larry Mujola, who was represented, said the training is in line with the theme's agenda of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration.
Safety is important for all and sundry, but particularly in the construction sector, because we know the construction sector is very high risk. Like I had mentioned earlier, things like walking at heights, right, falling objects, lifting of heavy equipment, even to the point of underage walking. These are the things that matter to us at the Safety Commission. And for us as a commission, we understand our role, which is continuous sensitization, advocacy for all and sundry, for the workers, for the developers, for the builders, even for the engineers, to understand the importance of having a safe site. And like I said, the administration's agenda, which is security and good governance, and making Lagos a 21st century economy, all revolves around the safety of every Lagosian's life. And for us, the best way we can do this is to continually sensitize all that are involved in the sector.
Business environment is dynamic. Things are changing. Systems are changing. Procedures are changing. But how well can we impart this is through training. And of course, we take advantage because for every training that you understand, there's an element of knowledge, new skills that will be evolved. And of course, sharing experience. You also interact with your professional colleagues. Or that so knowledge is not transferred with one person. Whatever incidents that I've experienced on other sites can also be shared by this collective interaction. And so this training is very, very, in fact, it's coming at a time very relevant, given His Excellency's position that zero tolerance in workplace fatality.
Safety should be a way of life in which people should be aware of things. I mean, a lot of these workers do a lot of things in the society in which they are aware of the dangers among them. So in view of this, that's why we partner with the Commission and also the Lagos State Developers Association. It's a beginning. It's a beginning. And we have intention of making a quarterly something.
The Director of Safety Training, Education and Skills Development Department affirms that safety in the industry is not just a priority, but a value.
Immediately after the garage collapse, that was when my DJ called me, we have to do something. And our people went out. We went, even personally, I was part of the team that went into Banana Island. We saw a lot, even some dish that they're still putting up. We have to come up with a report that we need to do something. And immediately we started this.
The General Secretary of Real Estate Developers Association in the state, Builder Olumegbon Mutairu, thanked the Lagos State government for organizing such a workshop, which he said would in no doubt assist in preventing hazards in the construction sites.
It's very, very necessary because with the training, everybody, workers and visitors to the site will know the safety precautions that are necessary for them in order not to endanger themselves. My advice is for us all to make sure we listen attentively to whatever we are being told here and work towards it, not that we just hear for the hearing's sake and just brush it aside.
Ètò tó dání a máa continue láti máa ṣe ni nítorí pé nínú Kùránì gan ní tẹ́mi kan bá ṣòfò èèyàn máa jábọ̀. So that I can continue láti máa ṣe nǹkan tí yóò yí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ a máa yí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. Àtẹnukọ́kànlé àtẹnutó ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe mímọ́ torí ìjọba náà ń gbìyànjú.
One of the facilitators, Director of Public Safety and Wellbeing at the Lagos State Safety Commission, Mr. Adebiyi Adeyinka, urged participants to always scrutinize all materials used at the sites and carry out a risk assessment before embarking on any job.
Somebody is working in that trench and therefore allow him or her to work on that trench. If anything happens, the know you are there. And in fact, there has to be somebody that has to work with you. You can't work alone. Working alone is also an issue.
If then the regulator told us what I was needed, the whole gamut of so many things. The question is, are we really compliant? Let's start our mind. Stakeholders, regulators, operators, are we really compliant?
It's very, very important. If you are in a built environment, you have to know what physical planning is doing, what land the who is doing, the office of the what they are actually doing. What's an offense? You know, you should know by now that it's an offense, even it's an offense. To develop any structure in any part of the state without having
the only way that we can create awareness about safety is through these workshops like this. I'm seeing this workshop not as a training alone. It's a clarion call for all construction workers, and it's sending a particular signal to the stakeholders.
Safety is one of the very important things that every workers on the site must learn to know. And most especially we that we are on the site, that we are relating with the student in our classroom and in our workshop. So we will be able to relate what we have learned today with our students so that we pass the knowledge to them also, that they should embrace safety.
Mo learn gẹ́gẹ́ bí iṣẹ́ bá ń ṣe site, bá ti gbé materials in site, tá fi ní damages lẹ́yìn, bá the safety bó ṣe máa wà, tá fi ní problem fún elements láti ká provide ara wa. So tí problem fi ní wáyé site, tó fi pé yes ẹnìkan ní injury, kò ní sí problem. So olúkàlùkù lè wà okay. It's
really nice that Lagos State has taken it into consideration to educate and enlighten construction stakeholders about safety. Of course, we are all aware that most of these construction sites they don't have the welfare of their workers at stake. So through this enlightenment now, would have a lot of construction sites putting their workers into consideration and also their work environment.
So one thing I learned again is, in case of you purchasing land, at least I have gotten an information that what you need to do. There are some regulatory bodies in Lagos State in which you need to go to, LABCA, which you need to get some certain permits, some letter of intent to move to site to avoid some certain issues, some things you need to do for you to be able to work perfectly on site. And apart from that, I've actually learned about the fall from height, the permits to work system.
In an interview with Education Report on TV, the technical advisor of the commission reveals that safety is very important in the build sector.
When we are working at the site, there are something that we do before we go here. But I've learned a lot of things here that I don't know that we should be doing at the site. So I really appreciate this.
I had a very good experience, at least so far so good. There are so many things I've seen that I've come across on a daily basis as far as this property issue is concerned. It has really broadened my knowledge today compared to what I know before.
Ẹ̀kọ́ tí mo kọ́ nínú sámínà yìí pọ̀, àkọ́kọ́ ni safety. Mo rí pé safety yẹn báwa ṣe mú tẹ́lẹ̀ gan, bàtà tún débi a tún rí pé ó wà important ju báwa tún ṣe mú tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ because ó help life èèyàn. Àpapà jùlọ àwa fúnra wa tá là ń ṣiṣẹ́ ta fowó ṣiṣẹ́ ẹlòmíràn fẹ́ gbé ẹrù láti ilẹ̀ kò mọ bó ṣe yẹ kó gbé nǹkan ó dẹ̀ máa ń ba life onítọ̀hún yẹn jẹ́ pé kẹ́yìn kan àbí kó yẹ pé bóyá àwọn nǹkan míì tó yẹ kéèyàn ṣe àwọn nǹkan míì tó yẹ kéèyàn ṣe fáwọn òṣìṣẹ́ tó ń kó wá síbi iṣẹ́ bíi pé ẹni tó jẹ́ site manager site supervisor ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kí àwọn ẹ̀mí ẹni tó kó wá síbi iṣẹ́ yẹn ẹ̀mí wọn wà important fún ẹ.
Ó wà okay ní sẹ́mínà yìí mo láìkì ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe gbé kalẹ̀ torí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní site ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní site a máa ń wound a máa ń ṣe bá àwọn ṣàwọn site tàbá dẹ̀ ń ṣe báyìí tàbá ń ṣe báyìí ń sìn irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn a kò lẹ̀.
Like irú nǹkan tó kọ́ wa ń bí lè ní mo rí pé a lot of lesson láti jẹ́ fún àwọn developer because there are some people tó yẹ pé àwọn náà ò mọ ohun tí ọkọ̀ wa ń bí lè ní. Èmi náà máa dẹ̀ tún sọ fún àwọn colleague mi náà pé
at least in a site kó tó di pé ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ tó bá ti di pé fẹ́ ṣe anything blasting safety net yẹn náà wà very very important because if there is anything tó bá ti fẹ́ jábọ́ sílẹ̀ net yẹn á lè hold there so kò ní sí ìpalára fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́.
We are in collaboration with the Safety Commission in respect of today's training workshop. Safety is very, very important. Safety in our society, safety in our site in particular. And then we need to educate our artisans to know the importance of safety.
Safety is a way of life. It is therefore everyone's responsibility to be safety conscious to prevent all forms of accident.